Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So tax season is in full swing right now. Most of you should have received your W-2 forms in the mail from your employers by now. And if you're thinking about filing your own tax returns this year, I'm going to cover the 4 different ways that you might be eligible to use TurboTax's software completely for free here in 2025. Yep, that's 100% for free, with actually most of the options not having any caps on income. So even if you made $1, $1 million or more, you might be able to qualify for one of these deals. There's also a few other ways that you can file your tax return for free using programs outside of TurboTax. And although these all have income and other eligibility requirements, I'm still going to cover some of these options for you as well. So let's get started. Now, if you don't qualify for any of these free options that I'm going to cover, then no worries. You can still grab a pretty good discount if you end up deciding to use TurboTax. They have a number of offers, coupons, and partner deals at the moment that you can pick up today. And of course, we're tracking all of them here at blackerfriday.com. Usually you can get around 20% off or so. And on top of that, this year, if you're a Bank of America customer, you can also stack an extra $20 cash back on top of that if you apply the offer within your Bank of America online account or through your B of A app. You can learn more about this deal and pick up one of TurboTax's current coupons or offers by following the link found in the video description below. So for the first way that you can take advantage of TurboTax completely for free this year is if you've never filed with them before. That's right. If you've never used TurboTax, or at least you didn't use TurboTax last year, this is probably the best deal that I've ever seen them offer before. You can file your entire 2024 tax return for free, no matter how complicated it is or how much you earned in 2024. Only catch is that you have to use the TurboTax mobile app and file by February 18th, 2025. So you don't have too much time left. And of course, you have to be that first-time customer. If you're a returning customer, this offer will not work for you. What I really like about this offer is that if you got stocks, rental properties, or a side hustle, you're still eligible for this offer. Normally, you're going to be paying well over $100 if you have a complicated tax return to file. Remember, the only catch, though, is that you have to be that new TurboTax user. They will check your social security number. So even if you try to beat the system and do a brand new TurboTax account using a different email address, they're still gonna catch you on this one. And you have to file through the TurboTax mobile app, so you can't file on your laptop. Also worth mentioning is that all the TurboTax Live products are not included in this deal. It only applies to all the do-it-yourself versions of their software. Your second option is filing with TurboTax's free edition if you have a simple return. So this option is for those of you with just really basic tax returns to file. So supposedly about 37% of people will qualify for this offer according to TurboTax. If you've got a W-2 income and take the standard deduction, you're probably good to go. It even lets you claim earned interest tax credit, so EITC, child tax credit, and student loan interest deduction. Just remember there are some limits. So what's not covered are itemized deductions like mortgage interest or medical expenses, any business incomes that you'll see like on a form like 1099 NEC from side gigs or freelance work. Stock sales or crypto investments are not included. And if you make any money from rental property income, you also won't be able to take advantage of TurboTax's free edition. The third option to get TurboTax for free this year is if you're in the military. If you're on active duty or a reservist, you can file both your federal and state taxes for free with TurboTax Online, as long as you're ranking below an officer. This applies to both the deluxe and premium versions, but not TurboTax Live or any other desktop software. So desktop software, just so you know, these are the versions that are not web-based, but you actually need to install these on your laptop or desktop. Usually Costco, Best Buy, and Amazon sell these versions. No coupon code or service code is needed for this deal. TurboTax actually automatically applies this discount at checkout if you qualify. They do so by verifying your military-issued W-2 form. So as soon as you enter that into TurboTax, you should see the zero amount at checkout as soon as you get there. So don't worry if you start off and you're going to see some pricing listed. if you have a valid W-2 form issued from the military, you should be all good to go on this offer. Your fourth option is also military related, but this time it's for military officers, but it's a limited time deal. So if you're an active duty or reserve officer, go through USAA and you'll be able to file your federal taxes for free using TurboTax Deluxe between now and February 28th, 2025. To get this deal, you have to start from USAA's co-branded TurboTax site. And if you need a version above Deluxe, you'll unfortunately still have to pay for that, but you can still pick up a 20% off deal on the higher end tiered products, so don't worry about that. At the top of this video, I did mention that there are ways of filing your tax return without using TurboTax. So the IRS recommends 8 trusted partners for filing your federal tax return for free. However, you must meet the income or other eligibility requirements for these options. If you're unsure which one is right for you, the IRS offers a Find a Trusted Partner tool on their site, which could help narrow it down. Here's a quick breakdown of all the 8 partners that the IRS recommends. So number 1, we've got TaxAct. They offer free federal returns if your AGI, so that's your adjusted gross income, is $84,000 or less, and you're between the ages of 20 and 59 years old, or if you're in active military service. Free state is included in some states, but not all states, so be sure to see which states qualify for a free federal return. Number 2, there's online taxes at OLT.com. They offer a free federal return if your AGI is $48,000 or less, or $84,000 or less if you're in active military service. Free state return is included in all states, regardless which one you reside in, if you qualify for a free federal return. Number 3, there's Free Tax USA. This one's actually pretty popular. They offer free federal return, again, if your AGI is $48,000 or less, or $84,000 or less if you're in active military service. Free state return in all states if you qualify for that free federal return. At number 4, there's Tax Slayer. They offer free federal return if your AGI is $48,000 or less. Again, for military, that's $84,000 or less. Also free with them, if you're eligible, is the Earned Income Tax Credit, so EITC. Free state return in some states for qualifying users, so it's not all states with Tax Slayer. At number 5, there's EasyTaxReturn.com. They offer free federal return if your AGI is $84,000 or less, and you're aged anywhere between 17 and 91 years old. I'm not sure why they do that, but you have to be either in between 17 and 91 years old in a qualifying state, or if you're in active military service. There's no free state tax returns offered with EasyTaxReturn.com, unfortunately. Number 6, there's 1040.com. They offer free federal return if your AGI is between $17,100 and $84,000, or $84,000 or less for active military service members. Free state return in some states if you qualify, so not all states, if you qualify for that free federal return. At number 7, there's 1040now.net. They offer free federal return if your AGI is $76,000 or less in a qualifying state, or $84,000 or less for active military, or if you're eligible for EITC. There's no free state tax return offered with them. And partner number 8 is fileyourtaxes.com. So they offer free federal return if your AGI is between $8,500 and $84,000, and you're 64 years or younger, or if you're in active military service. Free state return in some states if you qualify for a free federal return. So if this sounds overwhelming, which it kind of does to me here, don't worry, just try out the IRS Find a Trusted Partner tool, which can help you figure out which service fits your situation the best. Just answer a few questions on the IRS site and it'll point you to the right direction. And again, AGI stands for Adjusted Gross Income. It's basically your total income for the year, like wages, dividends, and other earnings, minus certain adjustments, which are also called deductions. Think of it as your taxable income before taking into account standard or itemized deductions. Some common adjustments that reduce your gross income to calculate AGI include contributions to a traditional IRA, student loan interest, educator expenses if you're a student, health savings account, so HSA deductions, self-employed retirement plan contributions. Your AGI is super important because it determines your eligibility for certain tax credits, deductions, and programs like these free tax filing services that we just talked about. So there you have it. Those are all the ways that you can file for free with TurboTax this year. If you don't qualify for any of these, remember that TurboTax still has partner discounts and promo codes that can save you some cash. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more tips like these. And if you've got any questions, drop them in the comments below. Although legally, I won't be able to provide any official tax advice, but I'll still do my best to help you out. Good luck with your taxes, and I'll see you in the next video.